Welcome back, it's Zion from Uke on Demand, and this week we're going over O Come All Ye Faithful. Now, this song is special to me because when I was very little, until now, my family has had this Christmas song album, and played it every Christmas, and the first song was O Come All Ye Faithful by Nat King Cole. And so I've probably heard that song more than any other Christmas song, and it became one of my favorites. And because of that, we're going to be teaching this tutorial and giving away its tabs entirely for free. We're going to go over the first part of the lesson in this video, but you can get the rest and all the tabs over at ukeondemand.com. So let's get started. So I played this song with a low G ukulele, and that's what I'm using right now. But you can also play it in a high G, and there's just a tiny difference in a couple spots. So over at ukeondemand.com, we'll have both arrangements for a high G and a low G. So to begin, we're going to start out in a G chord. And in case you don't know, G is open G, index on the 2nd fret of C, ring finger on the 3rd fret of the E, and middle finger on the 2nd fret of the A. And we're just going to pick the 3rd fret of E by itself, and then strum all the strings except the A string. So you can go ahead and land on that A. And then, still leaving the chord where it is, pick the C string, then the E. You're already in the correct position. From here, we're going to go into a D chord, and D will be 2nd fret G, C, and E, and then the open A. Strum that once, and then pick the G string and the C string together, leaving the chord there. And this is the spot where our low G and our high G arrangements would be a little bit different. Since I'm in the low G and this is a low G tutorial, we would pick both. And in our high G arrangement, we would just pick that 2nd fret of the C by itself. Moving on, we're going to go back into a G chord, strum once, lift the middle finger off the fretboard. So it's the open A, but leave your other fingers on. Pick the A string by itself. Put the middle finger back down and strum down again. Then we're going to pick the 3rd fret of the A, but if you look ahead, we're about to go back into another G chord after that. So in order to keep the position, all you're going to do is flatten that ring finger, so it's covering the 3rd fret of the A, but you're going to leave these fingers in their position. Simply unflatten, and you're already back into a G chord. So, pausing there, let's play through what we've just learned so far. Moving into the last part of this measure, we're going to go into another D chord, strum once, and from here just going to slide up the pinky to the 3rd fret, and then go into an E minor, but you don't even need to put your index finger on the A because we're not going to play the A string yet. We are just going to play the open G, the 4th fret of the C, and the 3rd fret of the E. And then from here into another D chord, but we're not going to pick the A. And we're going to end up keeping this D chord position for almost the entire bar, because we're going to be picking and then going back to a D chord. So because of that, we're going to leave these fingers where they're at as long as possible. So moving on, we have that open E. So we're going to lift up, finger off the E string, but we'll leave your two other fingers there. Pick the E. Put your finger back because we're going to another D chord without picking the A. Here, slide your finger up to the 3rd fret of E, leaving these two on the fretboard still. Slide back and you're already in your D chord again. Strum once. This time we get to strum the entire D chord. From here, again, keep the fingers there. Well, all we're going to do is flatten them so that we're covering the 2nd fret of the A. From here, just arc them back up into a regular D chord and play it again, except for the A string. And then we're going to go into an A chord, finally a new one. And the A chord is going to be the 2nd fret of G and the index on the 1st fret of C. And we're also going to play that chord but skip the A. And then ring finger comes to the 2nd fret of the C. I'm going to pick that once. And then pick the 2nd fret of C and 2nd fret of G together. So let's put this bar together slowly. Starting at that E minor. And that's how to play the first part of O Come All Ye Faithful. To get the rest of the song lesson and all the tabs, head over to ukeondemand.com and subscribe below so you don't miss out on our upcoming fingerstyle tutorials. We'll see you next time.